Good morning. This is a class, a special class, for those dancers who have been in pre-ballet all year and that were 5 when they entered pre-ballet and are now turning 6, because you are getting ready to go into beginning ballet, which has a lot more actual ballet to it, so it'll be different and harder. But you are old enough now to be able to concentrate on certain things, and so that's what we want to start working with you. So this class is specifically for Adriana, Arabella and Aria Johnson, and Christina Ivansky, and Shalom Baldwin, Mira Erickson, and Eliana Grace Topping. This class is specifically for you and for anybody else who is 6 and is getting ready to go on to beginning ballet. I want to start working with you now so that when we get together during the summertime, you will be all ready and already have some things under your belt like you would have normally. All right, so let's get started on our class. One of the most important things you can remember as a dancer is that your knees are always over your toes. So if I face this way, and you can see my knees, when I plie, that's not good. My knees are not over my toes. But when I make my knees go over my toes, then everything is in a straight line. That's so important for us as dancers, that our knees go over our toes, okay? Some of the other most important things are, I have a jacket on right now because it's kind of chilly, but I always want to keep my belly button in and my waistline small when I dance, okay? That's really important. We call that your core, and that's something that is really important to hold on to, and I will take all this off when I get warmer, and probably so will you. Okay, so we keep our tummy muscles strong, and we keep our muscles strong in our legs. Strong, strong muscles. Dancers have muscles, and we use them all the time, all the time. So you can see my thigh muscles are pulled up. That means my kneecaps are pulled up, my legs are strong. Okay, so that's very important, okay? Other things that we think about is that our hair has to be in back of us. You don't have to have a bun because I want to see something later on with your ponytail or with your hair loose, but pulled back so it's not in your face, all right? But we are going to do some spotting exercises later on, and you will use your head, and I want to see that ponytail fly out in back of you because that's part of, I know that you're doing that correctly. All right, so let's get started in our bar. We're going to start in parallel with our feet facing front, a little bit apart, and our knees facing straight front too. And we're going to pull our tummies up, we're going to make our legs strong, and we're going to put our hands on something in front of us like a chair. Okay, put your hands on a chair right now. And when I plie, I'm going to push my knees out over my toes. I'm not going to let my knees come in. You know what a plie is. Plie means to bend. So we're going to plie and we're going to put our knees over our toes and we're going to stretch up. And knees over our toes and stretch up 4 times. This is called a demi-plie in parallel. Then I'm going to do what we call releve, and I know you know what a releve is. We press up to demi-point. You can see my toes are flat on the floor. And I'm going to lower down. Now I'm going to press up to demi-point, and I'm going to lower down. And I'm going to press up to demi-point. Now I'm doing this with my legs straight. But now I'm going to go from the plie to the releve. Plie, up. Plie, up. Plie, up. Plie, up. Then I'm going to stretch over to the side and stretch over to the other side. And turn my feet out, put my heels together in first position. Now it's even more important that you pull your tummy in, you make your legs strong, even in the back, okay, your bottom is nice and strong, and your feet are turned out and your knees are once again over your toes. And we do plie and stretch, and plie and stretch, demi-plie and stretch, demi-plie. Now, releve with straight legs, press up. This is actually called an elevate. And down, press up, and down, press up, and down, press up, and down. Now from the plie, plie, releve, plie, releve, plie, releve, plie, releve, come down, stretch over to the side, and stretch over to the other side. Tendu to second position, and down. Same thing, 4 demi-plies. knees over toes, tummy in, stretch, demi-plie, and stretch, demi-plie, and stretch, demi-plie, and stretch. Elevate, press up and down, press up and down, press up and down, press up and down. Plie, releve, plie, releve, plie, releve, plie, releve, plie, stretch over to the side and stretch over to the side. Tendu back into first position and we will finish. Their arms in low fifth. Are you ready? All right, parallel, toes facing the front. Pull your tummy up, make your legs strong. Put your hands on your bar. 7 and 8. Plie and stretch and down and up. Demi-plie and up. Demi-plie. Now keep your legs straight. Press up and down. Press up and down. Press up and down. Press up. Now with the plie and down. And up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and this arm over the top, and the other arm over the top. Turn your feet out, first position. Pull your tummy up, plie 1, and stretch, plie, and stretch, plie, and stretch, demi-plie, and up, push, and down. Is your tummy in? You're standing up very tall, and up, and down, and up, and down. Plie, releve, plie, releve, plie, releve, plie, releve, plie. Stretch over. Here's Misha. And stretch over, and second position, and demi-plie, and up. I hope you have a kitty cat or a puppy dog to help you do your plies. And plie, back is straight, and plie, and up. Press releve, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up. Knees over toes. Plie, releve, plie, releve, plie, stretch over. And stretch the other way. And tendu to first position and finish. Oops. Okay. All right, good. Misha, I'm busy. I'm busy, Misha boy. Okay, so now, tendu. I know you know what a tendu is. A tendu means to stretch. And what I'm really doing is stretching my whole leg so much that it has to go away from me and point. All right? Okay, now you can see the side of my foot. You want to keep seeing the side of my foot. All right? You don't want to see the front of my foot. And that applies to you too. Misha, go on. I have to show them. Go. All right? So, take that foot straight out there and point it really, really strongly and bring it right back in. And point that foot and bring it back in. Okay? Tendu. Tendu devant, to the front. Tendu devant. All right, we're going to do 4 with this foot, the right foot, and then we'll do 4 with the left foot, and then we'll take another one of those plie releves, and we'll try to find our balance. Now, the only way you're going to find your balance is you make your legs very strong and your tummy very tight, and stand up very tall, and you will be able to balance. Can't have wet noodle legs. Can't be like that. Have to be very strong. All right. 4 with the right foot, 4 with the left foot. First position, please. And 7 and 8. Point front. And close first position. Stand tall, 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 tummy end. And get that foot pointed, point. Good. Nice sharp point. And bring it back in. And point. And close first position. That's the third other side. And point. And close first. And point. And close first position. And tendu, stand up tall. We always act like we have a crown on our head. And point. And close first. And plie releve. Now, heels are very high. Legs are pulled up tight. Tummy is in. Arms are in front of you. Look straight ahead and focus. Demi-plie. Open the arms and come down. Good, guys, good. Now we're going to go to the side. Same thing. Forward to the side, plie, releve, balance. This time we'll take our arms up in high fifth position for the balance. All right? Remember that your arms are always where you can see them. Even though I'm looking at you, I can still see my fingers wiggle. Okay? It's called your peripheral vision. Ask your mom or your dad to explain that to you. Peripheral vision. All right? Okay, so I can still see my fingers wiggle up here, even though I'm looking at you. All right? That's what we're going to balance in our second position, in our first position. All right? Here we go. 4 tendus to the side with the right leg, 4 with the left leg, plie, releve, balance. Hands on your bar. And point side. Hold it. Point that foot. Point that foot. Close first. Tight tummy. And point. Hold your core muscles strong. Close first. Tight tummy. And point. Stand up tall. And close first. You don't get any shorter when you do your tendu. You get taller. And close first. Left side. And tendu side. And close first position. And tendu side. And close first position. You can see that I kind of move over. I move over here, over my foot. And I come back to both feet. And I move over here. And I come back to both feet. And plie releve. Now, get everything set. Strong legs, tight tummy, tight bottom. Arm over your head, not too far back. Good. And find that balance. Focus. Plie, keep the arms up and lift. And finish. All right. Good. Now we're going to go to the back. Same thing. 4 tendus to the back, 4 tendus to the back. In the back, it's important that you only have the corner of your big toe on the floor, and that is all. We don't want all our toes on the floor. We just want the corner of our big toe, okay? We want our foot to go in back of us, right? This time in our balance, we're going to take our arms in second position. Once again, you want to be able to see those fingers, okay? Even though I'm looking at you, I can still see my fingers on the edge of my vision. 4 to the right, 4 to the left, releve. First position, hands on your bar, to the back, and tendu back. Get there quickly, and close first. And stroke point. And close first. And tendu back. And close first. And tendu back. And close first, other foot. And tendu back. Stand up tall. And close first. And tendu back. And close first position. And tendu back. And close first position. And tendu back. And close first position. And plie. Good. Strong legs, tight tummy, tight bottom. Second position with your arms. Other side. Plie, little breath, and come down. Good dancers. Now, going on, something else that you're going to be doing is something called our tendus, our dégagés, our frappés later on, en croix. En croix means in the shape of a cross. Front side, back side, okay, in the shape of a cross. So we're going to practice that as we do our tendus. We're going to do our tendus a little faster. But that does not mean anything changes. We get that foot right out there, okay? So we'll do 1 to the front, point, close first. Side, close first. Back, close first. And side, other foot, and point, close first. And side, close first. And back, close first. And side, first foot again. All right? We're going to go right leg all the way around, left leg all the way around, right leg, left leg, and then we will finish. Okay? Directly to that point, we want a very sharp, fast foot. Okay? We get it out there and it goes boom, and you close. Boom, and you close. Okay? All right? First position, en croix. Enhance the bar, right leg to the front, point front, and close first, and point side, and close first, and point back, and close first, and point side. Now the other foot, and point front, close first, and point side, and close first, and point back, and close first, and point side, and close first. First foot, one again, and point one, and close in. Tendus en croix, point, and close first, and point back, and close first, and point side. Good. Other side, last time. And point front, and close first, and point, and close first, and point back, and close first, and point side, and finish. Good. Okay, shake your legs out. Make those muscles relax a little bit because they have been pulled up nice and tight now for a good 10 minutes. Okay? All right, now, do you know what a dégagé? Whoops. Dégagé means to take apart. Then we put it back together. Take apart, put it back together. All right? So we're going to do our dégagés en croix. Once again, it's a sharp, quick movement. I don't go and point my foot. I go and point. Yeah? Right away. One dégagé en croix, same thing we just did with the tendus en croix. Front side, back side, other side, front side, back side. Okay? Russian point. Strong, strong foot. First position. 6 and 7 and 8. Point front. Close. Side. Close. Back. Close. Side. Other foot. Front. And close. And side. And close. And back. And close. And side. First foot once again. Dégagé. Close first. Dégagé. Close first. Dégagé. Close first. Dégagé. Second side. And brush front. Close first. And brush side. Close first. And brush back. Close first. And brush side. And finish. Good. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, in first position, we're going to start our rond de jambes. Rond de jambes means circle of the leg. All right? We're going to do our rond de jambes, what we call en dehors, to the outside. That means that when it goes around, it's going to go out away from our body to the front, away from us, and then come over into the middle. So it's kind of like doing tendus en croix, except we don't close into first position in between. So we take our tendu to the front, rond de jambe side, rond de jambe back, first position, and front, and side, and back, and first position. Front, and side, and back, first position, and front, and side, and back. Then we're going to step away from the bar, so you don't bang your head on the bar. Open your arms to second position. Now, there's something on the floor, something you want, something you love. Like for me, it would probably be M&Ms, or maybe flowers, or maybe emeralds. I don't know. But I'm going to bend down there and I'm going to pick them up. But I have to keep my tummy tight and my legs straight. If I don't keep my legs straight, they will disappear, and I won't be able to get them. All right? So I have to keep my legs straight, my tummy tight, and I bend over and I pull my tummy in, and I pick up my M&Ms. And I come up and I let them all fall in my mouth. And I take a little breath, and I do that again. and I pick up those M&Ms and let them all fall into my mouth. And then I point my foot, and I step back to first position, and I releve, and we'll take our arms back up to that high fifth to balance. And please stretch. And then we'll do the other side. So this is all your right foot, okay? 4 rond de jambes en dehors. Step back away from the bar. Cambre. Cambre, it means to arch. And I'm arching over to the floor. And what do I really need to do when I arch forward? I need to keep my legs straight, all right? I can't give in. Never give in. First position. Demi-plie, and finish. Good. How did you do? How did you do? Okay, so we'll do our rond de jambes on the other side, and our 2 cambres forward, and our step back. All right? First position. 7, hands to bar, left leg. Point front, and side, and back, heels together. Front, and side, and back. Together, and front, rond de jambe, and close first, and front, and side, and back, close first, step back, open your arms, and come right forward. And look up, and breath, and forward, tight tummy, and up, and point your foot, step to first position, releve, arms up, plie, and stretch. Good. All right. Taulier. Taulier means to rock, all right? You can do taulier 2 different ways. You can do it without a plie, and you can do it with a plie. We're gonna do both, all right? So I'm gonna point my foot to the side, I'm gonna put my foot down in second position, I'm gonna change my weight to the other foot, and close. And point, and down, and point, and close, and point, and down, and point, and close, and point, and down, and point. Then I'm gonna add a plie, and point, plie. Now, what do we remember about our plies? Our back remains straight, our knees stay over our toes. Point, and close, tendu, plie, tendu, and close, tendu, plie, tendu, and close, tendu, plie, tendu, and close. All right? So 4 taulier with straight legs, and 4 taulier with plie. All right? First position, keep your legs nice and strong. 6 and 7 and 8. Point, down, change, first, point, down, change, first, point, down, change, first, point, down, change, first, point, plie, point, in, point, plie, point, and in, point, plie. going to do something that is called a sur la coup de pied. This is a very hard little position to understand, but it's really important that you do start to understand it. Sur la coup de pied means on the neck of the foot. If you can imagine that your foot is a head, all right? So you got your head down there. This part of your leg would be your neck, right? So I take my other foot and I put it on the neck of the foot with my heel in front and my toes in back. So I would go like this, okay? Misha, they can't see if you walk in front of me. Go on, go on. So my heels are in front and my toes are in back. And it's like I'm hugging my ankle. Hugging my ankle. Misha, go on. Go, 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 go. Hugging my ankle with my heel in the front, my toes in the back. You might want to ask your mom or your dad to help you with this position because it is hard to do it first. But I have every confidence that you can figure it out. And if my cat would leave me alone, go on, Misha. I can't pet you right now. Go on, I'm busy. So we're going to do that little position. We're going to, like a magnet, we're going to take that foot in and hug our ankle and put the foot down. And hug your ankle and put your foot down. And hug your ankle and put your foot down. And hug your ankle, other side. And hug and put it down. And hug and put it down. And in and put it down and in. Sur la coup de pied, on the neck of the foot. Misha, go away. You cannot stand there, honey. First position. Find some good music for that. Perfect. All right, so hug that leg. Take all this off because I'm getting warm. Maybe Misha will leave me alone if I don't have anything. Go on, go, go, go. Go, go, go on, I'll pet you in there. First position. 4 sur la coup de pieds with the right foot, foot to the left. And 6 and 7 and 8 and hug. Down. Hug. Down. Sur la coup de pied. And down. Sur la coup de pied. Good, other side. Sur la coup de pied. And down. 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 Good. Okay. So now, we're going to do something called retire. Okay? We're going to take our toe up to our knee, and then we're going to turn it out, and then we're going to turn it down. Okay, so we're going to take it up to our knee. So we're going to take it with the knee facing straight front, and my toe is at my knee, and then I'm going to turn my leg out, and this is my retire position, and I'm going to come down. Okay? So pick it up, knee front, turn that knee out to the side, and put it down. Now, don't do the turn anymore. Just pick it straight up with your knee right to the side. Just pick it right up there and down. And right up there and down. Okay? So I just pick my foot up. It's like I pull my foot up underneath me and I put it down. And my knee, which is already to the side, stays to the side. All right? 4 retires with the right leg, 4 with the left. And then we're going to put those together to do something else. And 6 and 7 and 8 and pick it up, down, and retire, and down, and retire, and down, and retire, other side, and retire, and down, and retire, and down, and retire, and down, and retire, and finish. Good. Now, a sauté is when I jump off the floor. It's like when I am cooking and I'm going to, let's say I'm going to make a delicious tomato sauce. Well, the first thing I have to do is put my olive oil in the pan and cook my onions. And that's called sautéing my onions. And the onions, when they hit the hot oil, they jump up. They just jump out of the oil, if the oil's hot enough. And that's what you want to look like. So, we're in first position, and we plie. The most important thing to remember about your plie is knees over toes. The most important thing to remember about your jumps is you always start and end in a plie. All right? So here's my plie, here's my sauté, and here's my plie. Now, you notice that when I jumped off the floor, my feet did a tendu. Or maybe you could call it a dégagé. Point! And that's really important that your feet are pointed when you jump off the floor. All right? So, things to remember. Knees over toes. Plie before and after your jump. Point your toes. All right? Those 3 things for a sauté, very important. So we're going to do 8 sautés in first position. Pointing your feet. Plie. Point. Hold that plie. Keep your back straight. Point. Hold that plie. Keep your back straight. And point. And point. Now don't kick your feet out to the side. Just go straight up. Up. And plie. And sauté. And sauté. And sauté. And finish. All right, now, we're going to put all those things together. We're going to do what we call hickory dickory dock. I have to find good music for hickory dickory dock. That works for me. Okay, so, think back a couple of steps. We did sur la coup de pied. Hickory dickory dock. Retire. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1. The mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock. Sauté. Other foot. Hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1. The mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock. Hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1. The mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock. Heel in front. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1. The mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock. All right? Right, left, right, left. First position, please. 6 and 7 and 8. Hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1. The mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock. Hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1. The mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock. And hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1. The mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock. And hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1. The mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock. Good. All right, guys. I'm going to come to the other side of the bar. We're going to do our grand battements to the front. Grand battement is a big kick, all right? But, like all of ballet, when your legs are really, really straight, when your legs are supposed to be straight, they're really, really straight. And when they're supposed to be bent, they're really, really bent. There it is. All right. So, my hands, so you can turn around with your kitchen counter or your chair in back of you and put your hands on the chair in back of you. Maybe put 2 chairs, all right? So you have a chair on either side of you. I'm standing up in a good first position, and my tummy is tight, and my legs are straight and strong, and I point my foot to the front, and I kick right in front of my nose, and I put it down, and I close first. Now, you have to pretend like, if you're a lady, you have Cinderella's glass slippers on. Okay? And you put your foot down very carefully because you don't want to break those slippers. All right? Because those glass slippers, if you smack them on the floor like that, they're going to get broken. If you're a gentleman, you have to pretend like you're a dancer and you're picking up a lady and you have to put her down carefully, and that's your foot. Yeah? So you put that foot down carefully. You don't let it drop. All right? Forward to the right leg, forward to the left leg. First position, please. Grand battement. And 6 and 7 and 8. Point, kick, point, together. Point, kick, point, together. Point, kick, point, together. Point, kick, other foot now, and tendu. 1. Kick, tendu. Close tendu and kick, tendu close first, tendu grand battement, tendu close first, tendu grand battement, tendu and finish. Okay, now, turn around, we're going to do this to the back, all right? To the back. Leg in back of you once again. Remember, in your tendu, only the corner of your big toe is on the floor. Your leg does not bend when you kick it up in the back, all right? Forward with the right leg. And tendu back. Run, but not. Tendu. Close in. Tendu back. Button. Are your legs straight? Tendu. Button. Tendu. And 5, 6. Other side. Tendu back. Run, but not. Tendu. Close in. Tendu back. Button. Tendu close first. Tendu. Button. Tendu close first. Tendu run, but not. Tendu finish. Good, guys. Good. All right, let me take this bar away. We're going to do some things in center. Let's go over the feet and arms for your port de bras. So we're going to do our first position with our feet. Let's do our arms first. First position, I know. Second, I show. Third, up high. Fourth, down low. Fifth, up high, and around we go. First, I know. Second, I show. Third, up high. Fourth, down low. Fifth, up high, and around. So I know you know those. So our feet have positions as well. They go along with those positions of the arms. But we're going to leave our arms on our hips right now. This is first position. I put my foot to the side and I put my heel down, and that is second position. I take that same foot and I put it halfway in front, and that is third position, which is the position you're mostly going to use this year. But there are 2 more. I put my foot directly in front of me and I put my heel down, and that is fourth position. And then I point that foot and I just slide it right in, and that is fifth position. And you can see that my feet are going in 2 different directions, all right? And they're pointing the same directions as my first position was. So I can go to first position from there, and I can go to fifth position. So my heels together in first position, and my heels in front of my toe in fifth position, and my toes in back of my heel. All right? Tendu back to first. Other side. First position. Second position. Halfway across third position. Fourth position. Just bring it right in. Fifth position. Tendu to first. And we'll do a plie to relax your legs a little bit. All right, we'll do our port de bras first. Then we'll do our feet. And then we're going to take our time and do everything together. All right? All those things together. All right, here we go. And 6, a little breath. 7 and 8. First position. Second, I show. Third, up high. Fourth, down low. Fifth, up high. Let it breathe. And bring it down. Demi-plie. And stretch. Other side of the arms. First position. And second position. And third position. And fourth position. And fifth position. Up. Bring them down. And plie. And stretch now your feet. And we are in first position. Point tendu. Second position. Good. Take that same foot. Put it halfway in front. Now the hard ones. Put it in front of you. Put it down. Fourth position. And slide it right in. Fifth position. Good. Take it to first. Other foot. Here you are in first position. And here's second position. And halfway across third position. Now take it right in front of you. Put it down, fourth position. And tendu because that is tricky. I agree. So now we're going to put those two things together, which makes it even harder. And we will take our time. Okay, let's go over them right now. First position. Open everything. Second position. Halfway across with the foot, arm up, third position. You notice I'm looking up towards that arm. Put your foot in front. Put your arm in front, fourth position. Tendu to fifth position. Once again, I'm looking up towards my arm. And open and close first. First position, other side. Second position. Halfway across with the foot, arm up, look up towards it. Fourth position, put your arm in front. Fifth position, and tendu first. All right, let's go for it. This is tricky, I know. Little breath, and down. And first position. Open everything, second position. And foot halfway across, arm up. Now put that foot in front, put your arm across. Slide that foot in, high fifth, open, tendu, come to first position. First position. Second position. Foot halfway across, arm up. Put it in front of you, arm across. And finish. Good, guys, good. All right. Now, the next thing we're going to do, you definitely need somebody's help. So mom or dad can come and help, grandma, grandpa, they can all come and help, okay? So you need to look at them just like I'm looking at you in the camera. Put your hands on your hips. Okay, now I'm going to turn my body and I'm going to leave my head looking at you. Turn. See, I'm looking at you. Now I'm going to turn my feet, keep moving, and my head waits, and then my head gets there first. And I keep my feet going. And I turn my body, and then I turn my head. And I turn my body, and then I turn my head. And I turn my body, and then I turn my head. And I turn my body, and then I turn my head. So it's like I'm trying to show your mom and dad your face only. Get it around. Okay? You have to get that head around quickly. You don't want to tilt, you don't want to bend anywhere, you just want to turn straight around. All right? And then we'll do that to the left. We're going to go 8 times to the right and 8 times to the left. This is called spotting. And later on, when you start to turn, this will be one of the most important things you can do to help you turn well. Okay, spotting. It stops us from getting dizzy, but you have to keep a focus on grandma's face, mom's face, dad's face, whoever is there in front of you. Mom, grandma, grandpa, dad, you can sit so you're at eye level with them, all right? But they need to be right there with you or looking at your face. So, remember I said something about my ponytail? This is where I want to see that ponytail whip around, okay? All right, we're gonna keep our feet moving. 8 times to the right, we'll take a little breather and go 8 times to the left. 6 and 7, and turn your body, leave your head, turn your head. And turn your body, head. Keep the spot, turn. And keep the spot, turn your head. 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 And keep the spot, turn your head, and finish. Good. Now you might feel a little dizzy now because your ears have to get used to doing that. Your body has to get used to doing that. Okay, let's go to the second side, to the left. 6, other way. And turn your body, turn your head. Turn your body, and turn your head. And 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 spot, focus, 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 turn your head. And turn your body, good. All right, we're gonna sit down on the floor and stretch for a little bit, and then your class will be done. And hopefully this will help you make that transition from pre-ballet to beginning ballet. And we will continue doing these classes until you're able to come back in July. Works for me. Oh, maybe it doesn't though. It's very, not very long. That's good. Oh, goodness. Okay, lay down in front of you. Nice straight body. Take your arms up to high fifth. Point your toes. And stretch all the way to those toes. Come up. Toes to the ceiling. And stretch all the way to those toes. Come up. Point your toes. And all the way down. Up. And flex. And all the way down. And up. Hands on hips. And point. And up. And point. Pull those toes towards you. And point. And up. Good. Point. Now turn them out. And first position. And turn them in. And first position. And parallel. And first position. And parallel. And first position. And parallel. And first position. Point. Flex. And point. And flex. And point. And flex. And point. Keep them pointed now. Lift it up. Lift. Down. Other foot. Lift. Down. And lift. And down. This is hard. And lift. 4 more. And point. And down. And point. And down. And point. And down. And point. Down. Good. Bring your feet in. Good. Hold on to your toes. And we're going to go down and kiss those toes. And 7 and 8. And down to kiss your toes. Hi, Nisha. And then look up at the ceiling. And down. And down you go to kiss those toes. Or kiss your kitty cat. And up and back. And down and kiss your toes. And up and back. Good. Legs to the side. Arms to second position and stretch over 1, 2. Whoa. Thanks, Barbie. And stretch over to the other side. You see what happens when I sit on the floor. And stretch over. And stretch over. Now, reach forward. And come up. Forward. Hands in front of you. And slide. And up. And forward. Good. Twice more for that. And slide forward. Come up. And forward. And slide. And up. And forward. On your tummy. And arch. And down. And arch. And arch. And down. And arch. Angels. Float up. And come down. And float up. And down. stretch your back out. And up. All right, splits. One foot in front, one foot in back. Hands on either side of your foot. And slide down you go. You can't go all the way down, then hold yourself where you are. And that will help you go down eventually. Okay? Other side. Okay? One hand on either side of your foot. If you can't go all the way down, hold yourself here for a little bit. Okay, because eventually you will be able to go down. Well, that's a beginning that's a start to beginning ballet. And we will continue on that thing, on that kind of thing when you come back in July. I'm looking forward to seeing you. It's been a long time since I've seen you, and we are planning to do Nutcracker this year, so things will be hopefully a little bit better. All right? Have a wonderful weekend. It's beautiful outside, so get outside in the sunshine.